Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the head elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule and teach well. Also want to give a shout out there to the hopeful elect, to Yahawah, and few Yahawah who are sincere in this truth, as well as believers of this word, not just believers, but doers as well. And again to you, I'd like to say shalom. All right, this is just going to be another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah by Yahawashi. And like always, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. But getting straight into it, as you can see the title of this one, all right, remember the curses. You can never have enough. All right, and just dealing with Babylon the Great, man. It was a beautiful point that a beloved brother had mentioned in one of his lessons, man. Actually, an elder, from up top, mentioned in one of his lessons on how sometimes, just to get on top here in Babylon the Great, you might have to work a little harder, than an Edomite or Ishmaelite or Elamite or whatever. You just as a Jake here, in this kingdom, you might have to work a little harder. And it just made me think about, it made me apply it to myself, because, certain Jakes, man, they got that spirit of, basically, working hard, man. And trying to get a grip in this kingdom, which really that's all Jakes, to be honest. Whether our people they seek it in the way of wickedness, all right, or they try to seek it the right way, the just way. You see, at the end of the day, you're trying to fight to get on, to get on top here in this kingdom, just to make it. All right, but you got to consider though, man. You just got to consider the curses that we are in our land. We are yet this day in the land of our captivity, man. All right, but I'm gonna start here in the book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there's none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes." And that's Babylon the Great. Right here, man. Okay. Again, hey, we gonna go through. We're gonna break it out. It says, "Yeah, have sown much and bring in little." All right, you sown much, you work, all right, but you bring in little. You, especially after you get done paying them damn bills, man. Scripture speak about how we are subject to payments. Matter of fact, we're gonna get that too. But let's finish this. It says, "Ye eat, but ye have not enough." Every damn 2 weeks, if that. You got to go grocery shopping, man. All right? It says ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. We're not satisfied. We're never satisfied here in this damn kingdom, because it ain't our kingdom. Okay? That's why you have certain Jakes, they go to left-hand side route. A lot of these guys, they whether they're selling out, especially these celebrities, a lot of these niggas, they done bent over for the bag, man. All right, or that goes into, just doing wickedness. Hitting licks and shit. Selling, drugs to your own people. Destroying your own people. Just so you can make it. But you niggas still got to re-up. Like the brothers often mention, when you a rapper, you still got to make a hit, another hit. Just to keep that status. You see? Because shit, you got one hit, you got a thing such as a one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? Nigga get a little check, you blow it, Hell, that's even not. You know what I mean? No Jake can't keep no money. It says, "Ye clothe you, but there's none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes." And that's the point of it, man. When you earn these wages, you basically, it's a bag with holes in it. Because shit, 1 minute your money there, the next minute it's gone. And it barely profits you, man. Like I said, every 2 weeks you got to grocery shop. You got to re-up on some shit. You got to go get another oil change. Just shows you, bro, this ain't our place of rest, bro. And that's constantly, and that brings, that's oppression too, man. All right, that's fucking oppression, bro. It weighs down on Jake, especially if Jake got kids. You know what I mean? But again, it goes back to the curses, man. This shows you that we can't escape the curses. All right. Matter of fact, let's get what I quoted. Yeah, this Baruch, man, this shit. Call out Yahawah Shah. Baruch 3 and 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. We are yet this day in our captivity, man. Jake's still going through it, man. You know, it says, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. And that's why you really can't even get too offended in it too, because at the end of the day, you went off. Because we are our forefathers, man. You know, going to dealing with reincarnation. Okay, whether you believe that or not. All right, but we're paying back for the iniquities of our fathers, man. You see? So therefore what? We are yet this day in our captivity. We're subject unto payments. Okay? Day by day, man. Every time you get that check, them bills get calling, man. You know? And that shit, again, it's oppression too. Oh, got taxes. You gotta pay taxes and shit. You see? But we can say, call halal Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi to you who are seeking the Lord, all right, who you know, who hope is in the Lord, okay, and who hope to be of the elect. Hey, we really have no complaints for real, because the Lord really does feed us. He clothes us. He take care of us, man. All right? But the point is, again, you can never really reach that status that you seeking for, you know, because Jake like being on top. We're royal people, man. Come on. We're royal people. You know what I mean? Jake like to be, you know, what is that saying? I'm just keeping my head above water. You know? But at the end of the day, the Lord do give you enough just to do that. You know? It's many accounts. Matter of fact, the beloved Lord King David once said in Psalms, he said, I am yet old. No, so like I was yet young, now I am old, and I have yet seen the righteous seed begging for bread. You see? And that goes into all things, man. You know, Lord, hey, he take care of his men. I'm pretty sure every brother can testify to that. You know? But the point of the lesson is, you can never have enough in this kingdom, man. All right? You can never have enough in this kingdom. And it's all because it's not our kingdom. You know? You might want another wife. You know? You might want the luxurious things that you see, because you're a Jake. You might want that. You see? But right now, it's not your time. It's not your time. Here it is. This shit is ending, man. This shit is collapsing. All right? So just pray that the Lord give you just enough just to sustain, man, and keep your head above water. All right? But again, just the point of this, you know, and you know, for you brothers that watch me, you know Jake like a broken record, man. You know? But the point is, you know, again, it's not, this is not our kingdom. You're not going to have enough. You're going to continue to grocery shop. You know, but as long as the Lord give you the bread to do so, the daily bread to do so, man, shit, you ain't got no room to complain, man. All right? Just at least we're not like 2/3. You know, 2/3. These niggas out here, again, bending over, you know, rape, rob, murder, lies and deceit just to get, you know what I mean? Just to get a little bread, just to feed their family, man. You know? And I was thinking about this actually today. Not only if that brother had, man, it's the spirit. Not only has that brother, you know, motivated this lesson as well, but, you know, I was actually thinking about that on the way to my plantation, man. I was like, man, yo, the Lord really got us, man. Like, look at us. You know, brothers like, Lord, you know, we go through our shit. We all got our shit, bro. You know? But the Lord, he watches over us. Matter of fact, let me get that, bro. I think that's at Psalms 37. Let me see. Yeah, that's Psalms 30. Yeah, come. This is my favorite chapter too, bro. But yeah, if I may, you know, hey, I was thinking, man, Lord got us, man. You know what I mean? Like, brother, shit, you can go through our situations, man. Yahawah Shema Shah really got us, you know what I mean, fed as he, what's that scripture? As the birds, as he feedeth the birds. Going into, I think that's that Matthew, you know, how he feed the birds and stuff. Are we not yet great, more greater than the birds? Roughly paraphrasing. Lord got us, man. Especially in this time of famine, man. We just gotta believe. All right, this is Psalms 37, verse 25. It says, I have been young, and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So you gotta consider that, man. The Lord has never seen. Lord King David said he's never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread, man. The Lord's gonna take care of his seed, man, like any other father would do. All right, they take care of their seed, and that's what the Lord is doing, man. He taking care of us. All right, he's taking care of us. He's giving us this wisdom. He's giving us understanding, man, and knowledge. We know what's going on versus these 2/3 niggas. You know what I mean? Nigga don't have a clue on what's going on, man. Just lost in the sauce. Trying to figure out how he gonna get this money. I'm trying to figure out how we gonna get this money tomorrow. But Yahawashi is with his elect, man. All right, but I'm gonna go back. Let me get sticking to the point of the lesson. Let me get Deuteronomy 68, and this is something a nigga don't understand. And when I say nigga, I'm talking about an actual nigga, man. He don't understand the curses. All right, that's why a lot of them, they blame the Lord. Like, to fuck, man. This shit go back on you. All right, this Deuteronomy 28 and verse, I'm going to start at 47. It says, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies. And that's what we doing. We serving our enemies right now. The wicked are the wicked, son of perdition, man. The base man. You see, the worst of the fucking worst. We serving him right now, man. Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And see, that's the curses, man. This devil got a yoke of iron upon our neck. But see, the elect, they came up out of that. Lord will we are that neck. So like, Lord will we are that number. But the elect, they came up out of that. They came up out of by the way of their mind, though, first and foremost. Okay? But here it is. We are yet this day in our captivity. We still got to pay taxes. All right? We still got to pay bills, the light bill, water bill, etc., etc. Car note, insurance. You got to have insurance. You know what I mean? But we understand these are the curses, man. We go to the grocery store where it's cut off in portions. That we'll be right back next week spending, spending about $100+ on groceries again. Because we're in our captivity. You see, Micah 2:10, we're going to end it off with that. Okay? Because everything starts by the way of the mind. This is Micah 2:10. It says, arise ye and depart. Arise, man. Come about these ways. Okay? Because these are low-level ways that we're in. And it starts by the way of thy mind. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. And it's a build-up to it. It says it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. All right? Meaning it's gonna start with your mind to the point it's gonna come out to the physical aspect, man. Destroyed by the nuclear missiles, or maybe by the famine, or maybe by the teeth of wild beasts, or maybe by a cop in the street. However the Lord have it, man. All right, this is why this is our duty, to come back unto Yahawashi and serve him in faith, truth, fear, and in sincerity, man. All right. But yeah, I'm going to leave it with that, man. Just going back to the lesson. You know what I mean? Remember the curses, for you will never have enough. All right? I'm going to leave it with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till next time, I'd like to say, Shalom.